Hey, welcome to the Spiritual Hour. Mad Mix here. Uh, Another pre-prohibition cocktail on the menu tonight. I am quite intrigued by this one. This one is a very simple one, if you ask me. It's got only 3 ingredients, and it is called the Jack Rose. And it is, maybe you guys have had it. This is, I think it came around probably early 1900s, 1908 or something like that. And it's essentially, the main spirit being used is Applejack, which is apple brandy. Applejack was very popular late 1800s or so. It was the spirit to be used, but it kind of fell out of favor later in the mid 1900s, and now it's revived. So this is the main spirit there, Applejack. And Laird's Company is the name. They've been around forever, 150 years or something like that. And so I'm gonna use a bottle in bond sort of 100 proof apple brandy. And obviously it's gonna have a little bit of a fruit nose to it. And the other 2 ingredients are freshly squeezed lemon juice and Grenadine. I am not using store-bought. I made that mistake before by using Rose's Grenadine syrup. That's essentially high fructose corn syrup, I believe, and there's no trace of Grenadine. Grenadine in French means pomegranate. So I took the pom juice, which you get in a store, which is 100% no sugar added, but then obviously you heat it up. You put 1-to-1 ratio of regular sugar and the palm juice, heat it up, everything dissolves, and you bottle it up, right? I think I put a couple of drops of orange blossom water just for a nose. And what else did I do? I think I put a few drops of vodka so that it sticks a little bit longer in the fridge. But that's what we're gonna use. Excuse me. So let's do this. And the ratio is also very simple. It's 2-1-1, which means 2 parts of this guy, the Applejack. So I'm going to use 1.5 ounces. So here we go, 1.5 ounces of this. And the 1-1 ratio makes the other 2 guys be 3/4 of an ounce. So this is 3/4 of an ounce. And again, people play with this ratio. I have 2. So let's see here, 3/4 of an ounce of freshly squeezed lemon juice, and then we are going to do 3/4 ounce of the Grenadine. I've tried this with 1/2 ounce and it was a bit too sour for me, but it's personal taste, so you can do what you want. I'm using 3/4 of an ounce. There we go, that's it. And obviously, as with a lot of these cocktails, there are stories floating around, but let me add ice first before we get into storytelling. There we go. And the story is essentially that Jack Rose is named off a flower, rose, I guess, from the French name of Jacqueminot, and that is a name of a French general from the 1700s, 1800s time frame, and the flower is named after him. And the drink is named after that because you'll see the color in the end. Apparently it matches that rose color. So that's the story that most people talk about. There are a couple of funky stories we'll go into also. There we go, nice and chilled. So a couple of other stories. There's a gangster named Jack Rose or something to that effect in the northeast of America somewhere in the early 1900s. Apparently he liked this drink and claims that he came up with this drink, but who knows, right? So there are so many weird stories, but the flower story makes sense. I'm gonna get the cocktail coupe, which is chilling in the fridge. Here is the cocktail coupe. Let's double strain it because there was some citrus juice involved. Look at that color. Birdie. So this is apparently what the flower Jacqueminot looks like. I have never seen it. If you have, let me know. And I never talk about this, but if you like the video, you can like the video on YouTube and subscribe to the channel. You could do a garnish here. I am not, but you could float a lemon wheel or do a lemon peel, but I'm not gonna do it. Let's try it. Jack Rose, cheers.
Cheers.
More citrus on the nose. A little bit apple. Oh man. So the apple is kind of light, but you do get it toward the back end. It loads up more with the citrus and definitely the grenadine. I just love this flavor. I could drink this all summer long. I'm doing the video kind of late in the evening, so it's already dark outside. If it wasn't, I would have made this at 6 p.m. and had a few of these. Cheers.
Cheers again.